It's 8 a.m. on a rainy Thursday morning. I'm sat in my van and I'm vlogging. Do you know why? Because it's ghastly and raining outside and I don't want to step out there. I don't want to be soaked. So I thought I'd give myself some procrastination, an excuse to not get wet and start work. And instead I thought I'd try and make an off-the-cuff spontaneous video. So Halloween is coming up. So I'm going to recommend 3 great horror films that I've seen in the last, this year. Number 1. This is one of the best films I've ever seen. It's called One Cut of the Dead. It's a subtitled movie, but it's great. If you don't normally watch subtitled movies, give this a go. I promise you won't be disappointed. It's such a weird movie. The first 45 minutes, you're watching it and you're thinking, this is a bit weird. Something is wrong, and you can't put your finger on it. You don't know, you can't quite work out what's wrong. Everything's just slightly off. It's about there's a director, and he's directing a movie. It's a zombie attack film. But the acting is strange. Yeah, it's weird. And then after 45 minutes, the movie ends and the credits roll, and you think, what the hell was that? And then the movie starts again, and the direction is completely different. Cinematography is amazing, and the first half of the movie is explained in the second half. And I promise you, by the time the film ends, you will have a massive grin on your face. It's great. So watch that, One Cut of the Dead. That's my first suggestion. I'm going to do a mini suggestion here, because you've probably already seen it, because most of the world has already seen it. If you haven't, go and check it out. But these first 2 movies are on Shudder. In fact, maybe they all will be in the end. There's a movie called Host, I think produced and written by Jed Shepard, directed by Rob Savage. It's on Shudder, and it's a quarantine horror, a COVID-19 horror. It all takes place on a Zoom call. It's a film that you should watch on a laptop, on your lap. The effects are par excellence. The acting is natural and great. The film is genuinely scary. Go and watch Host. If you enjoy it, Rob and Jed have both put out a couple of short horror films. One is about 2 minutes long. One is about 11 minutes long. They're both on YouTube. One is called Salt. The other is called Dawn of the Deaf. Watch them. There's a scene in Dawn of the Deaf where the 2 deaf leads are having an argument, and the subtitles are between them, and the camera's going around them, and the subtitles keep getting blocked out by them. You know, it's very interesting. So yes, that is a big recommendation. One of my favourite films of the year, Host. But like I said, everybody's seen it because it's great. So you've probably seen it too. So the next film is a documentary. It's a horror documentary. It's 4 hours long. It's on Shudder again. It's called In Search of Darkness, and it's just a look at all of the horror films that were great in the 1980s, year by year. Interviews with the people that made them, with horror fans, and if you're a horror nerd, just go and watch it. You'll end up with a list of about 20 films that you forgot about that you want to rewatch. So finally, one more film to suggest. This is a weird one because I had very low expectations, and maybe that's why I enjoyed it so much. It's again on Shudder, and it's called House LLC. It's about a group of young guys and girls who buy an abandoned hotel, and the Abaddon Hotel, and they turn it into a Halloween haunted house fright experience. It's a found footage horror film, very low budget, but it's made with passion. You can feel how much fun the guys were having whilst they were making it. The scares are surprising and genuine, and I liked it very, very much. Really recommend that one. Go and watch it. I promise you that you will love that one. Now, I said this is going to be a top 3, and I've already named 4, and I'm going to name just one more, and it's one that you've probably seen already. I want to recommend just one more film, as it's raining even harder now, so I've got even more time to hide in my van. Paranormal Activity 3. In my opinion, it's the best of all of the Paranormal Activity films. It's set in 1988. It's found footage still, but using old VHS tape camcorders. It's the most creative, I think, of all the Paranormal Activity films. There's some scares that I hadn't seen before in any other film. There's a really great part where they've placed a video camera. They've the guys dismantled a oscillating fan and has put the camera on top. So you get this footage of the camera panning from the kitchen to like the living room area. And there's a part where it follows the girl who works in the house, and stuff happens. It does tie up with the other movies. It sort of gives some backstory, but you can watch it as a standalone film. I think it looks great, the film, and I think it's great. Okay, so that is my off-the-cuff movie recommendations, horror movies. Yes, thank you for watching. Until next time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be recommending more stuff in the future.